Johnston of Sportsnet.ca and Hockey Night in Canada. And Chris, by far, Game 5, the most entertaining and thrilling game of this series between the Habs and the Maple Leafs. And finally, some offense from Montreal. All the talk going in about just 4 goals in 4 games. But, they give the lead up, force overtime, but really, they finally gave Carey Price some run support here.
They did. And look, they're going to not dissect this too much, I would suspect, because they got the only thing that matters, and that's a game back home on Saturday in Montreal. I think, what the Canadiens did so well, though, is under the pressure, under the moment, facing elimination, really came out and took it to the Leafs. They created some havoc in the slot area, got a lead, did enough probably to win this thing in regulation, and ultimately couldn't hold on. And, this, as you mentioned, was a fantastic game. Tense back and forth. We can only imagine, you hate to say it, but if there were fans in the building, how this would have felt. But, you see Suzuki finish it off and, get it done quickly. And now they have some life in this series, because we weren't sure what we were going to see from them with the way things had gone with the Leafs winning 3 straight. But now we've got a series.
So for Toronto, it was so matter-of-fact, really, in how they played through the first 4 games of this series. They battle back to force overtime, but now you go back to Montreal with the Game 6 looming here. What do you make of the elephant in the room there?
You can't ignore it. It's there for this team, especially some of the players that have been around, the Matthews, the Marners, the Nylanders, Morgan Riley. These guys have had multiple opportunities to close out playoff series in the last few years and haven't yet been able to do it. I think that they can probably draw some strength on the fact that they raced a 3-0 deficit. They're in this game. I think they have a lot of reason to be confident with how they go up against Montreal, the way they've scored in this series. But until you get through it and eliminate a team, win a series, move on to the second round, you haven't done it. And this means for them another 24 to 48 hours worth of questions from people like you and I, Kyle, about what that experience is like. And they're going to have to go on the road now and actually face fans for the first time since before the pandemic. The Leafs would not have played in a building, and this one will be at least semi-hostile, I would think, with 2,500 people at the Bell Center.
Right, you mentioned it. The Canadiens get some life here in Game 5, and now going home a Saturday night with some fans in the building, an opportunity to force